Hey there, my name is Magica, and I'm a Brazilian illustrator and character designer. Ever since I was a kid, I was obsessed with Pokemon. The anime, the games, even the card games. Pokemon was, and it still is, such a big part of my life. It inspired me to become the artist that I am today. So now, inspired by the love that I have for this franchise, and of course, many other artists, I've decided to create my own Fakemon region and this YouTube channel. In these videos, I'll try to create new Fakemon characters and just record all the parts of this creative process that I find really interesting. So now, let's kick things off with the starters for this region. Get ready to meet the first Fakemon on our list. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that some of the early Pokemon I'll be drawing are actually redesigns of some ideas I had a while back. For the grass starter, I always loved the idea of a raccoon Pokemon, and I came with this concept a while ago. But I noticed that most of the raccoon Pokemon that existed were actually Tanuki-themed Pokemon, and I wanted to put my own spin on this. And that's how I came up with Kitri. It's a baby raccoon Pokemon that just loves to hide in trees and bushes and to steal shiny objects. After all, raccoons are notorious for their thieving behavior. I took inspirations from other Pokemon, mostly starters, and gave Kitri a bit of a redesign from its original form. While I kept its leaves on its face and the big leafy tail, I also wanted to give it a more mischievous look. The old design was a bit too friendly for my liking, and not quite in the style I wanted to go for. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Poké Pokémon. This adorable Pokémon uses its leafy tail to hide from predators and play tricks on people and smaller Pokémon. This rambunctious Pokémon is mostly found in the wild, but occasionally they create nests near towns to steal shiny objects to decorate their homes. As you may know, before Fuecoco was introduced, there was this huge theory that all fire starters were based in the Chinese zodiac, and that's where I took inspiration for this next Pokemon. Of course, I had to go with the cutest animal from the whole zodiac, and that was a little baby cow. I also drew a little bit of inspiration from the Brazilian Boi Bumbá and tried to incorporate a bit of it into the design. I was really happy with how this design turned out the first time I made it, so much so that I ended up not changing much of it. Most of it's the same. I did a little tweak on the tail because I wanted to represent more the fire type, and I hope you like it as much as I do. have Pokemon. Because of their docile nature, this baby Pokemon can be the perfect choice for younger and less experienced trainers. People used to believe its snout was black due to the ash they would produce when exhaling excessive flames. This next one was actually the one that inspired me to start recording all of my Fakemon designs and sharing them here on YouTube. I had already redesigned this one before I started working on the other two, which is why you only see them as a reference while I draw this one. I really wanted to put my own spin on the design and make it feel more like my own style instead of the traditional Pokemon style, which you'll see as the reference is more refined, and I wanted to bring something of my own to this art style. One of the changes that I made was to the pose. I wanted to convey the idea of a singing duck, which is the inspiration for this whole water star line, but the original pose just didn't capture that feeling. So I tried out a few sketches and came up with this cute pose. Lakeling, the duckling Pokemon. This agile Pokemon can form bubbles in its cheeks to shoot at its opponents. This Pokemon is usually found near lakes and ponds stalking its prey. Although it loves to sing, it cannot do so very well. This being said, the sounds it makes with its bubbles create very pleasant melodies. And that wraps up for our first Pokemon and introduction to this Fakemon region. I still have to come up with a name, but you guys might be able to help with it. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did, and please feel free to leave a comment letting me know which starter would you choose, or if you have any suggestions for new Fakemon designs. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any new videos. I can't wait to share more with you all. I see you in the next video. Bye!